What's up, everybody? My name is Vince. Welcome to the channel. And in a previous video over here, we hung out with Britton from Milwaukee Tool, and she had a whole bunch of mechanics tools organized in PACKOUT, ready to go. What she let us know that these kits, so to speak, would be available for purchase in the future. You can see they were outfitted with some of the most common mechanics tools, combination wrenches. There were some ratchet sets. There were some other specialty tool sets as well. She let us know that they would indeed be available for sale. They weren't at the time of the making of that video. Here was the big question we had for Britton. She gave us a ballpark of the stack that you had seen in that video, and we could let it roll if you'd like. You could see they're very organized, would be very handy for a mobile mechanic, so to speak. Some of you, like DSAC, who's in the chat early, literally said, let me see, if I remember correctly, I saw a video of a sales rep talking about a rough estimate for this. It's a lot. Here's the deal. A lot is a relative statement, for instance, because for a mobile mechanic or somebody that's making a living with these tools, being organized and situated, maybe the return on investment would be greater. So, with that being said, Milwaukee Tool has announced the availability for these. The majority of the SKUs will be available October 2025, so it's in a week or two from now. And we have pricing. Now, I will admit some of the prices seem high, but there's not a single way to get into this organization system for the hand tools. There are multiple ways to do that. So maybe it would be high for some of the entry points, maybe not so high if you already own the PACKOUT drawers. So we're going to give you all the information. We will let you determine if it's expensive. You're going to ask how much. We have your answer. Before we get started, I want to say hello to all of you that have tuned in early, like MaxB49 says, hey, everyone. We got Dr. Doc DRM says Baton Rouge is in the stream. The long, tall Texan stuck in the godforsaken swamps of southeast Louisiana. We got Lanford Mohan. Yo, Lanford, it's been a minute. Great to see you. It says Jamaica's in the house, and we got our friend Matt Reyes is tapping in big time. Now, here's the deal. Some of you will come in at lunchtime. We've gone a little early today because we know that you want to watch all the information when you get a chance. I don't want to have you tune in the middle of when you were starting your lunch and us be at the beginning of the stream doing our pleasantries. We know you want the information. We want to give it to you. We got Ryan E. is in the stream, as well as William Lewis. Let me see here. And let me see here. We got William Lewis says, hey, he's here. We got Ryan's. We got the mobile mechanics in the stream. We got Nick Hatz that says, yo, yo, yo. He is the South Philly Santa Claus. And Max B says, hey, Nicholas. All right, everybody. We're going to give you all the information. Here's the deal. Let's start. We appreciate that, Pop Nuts. Let's start with the press release that they've sent over, and then we will go through each SKU and let you know the availability and pricing for each one of those SKUs. But Milwaukee, the press release says Milwaukee Tool releases mechanics hand tool sets in PACKOUT. The Milwaukee Mechanics hand tool sets are an all-in-one solution combining the most versatile hand tools in the industry and ultimate organization within the PACKOUT Modular Storage System. The Master Mechanics hand tool set is offered as a full 366-piece set. Product focus. It says the Master Mechanics hand tool set is offered as a full 366-piece set. product focus sets in a 4-drawer toolbox, or individual product trays. The included 6-point chrome sockets have 4 flat sides that deter rolling and are wrench compatible. Providing 4 degrees of arc swing, the 90-tooth ratchets are optimized for work in tight spaces. The ratcheting combination wrenches have 2.5 degree of arc swing for better access in tight spaces and max bite open end grip, delivering up to 25% more torque. This set also includes a mix of pliers, picks, pry bars, screwdrivers, hammers, and more for various applications. The Master Mechanics hand tool set come organized in PACKOUT drawer toolboxes, which are a part of the industry's most versatile and durable modular storage system. The 4-drawer toolboxes are impact resistant, while the 4-wheel Dolly has a 250-pound weight capacity and smooth roll wheels. Ratchets, sockets, combination wrenches, picks, pry bars, and hammers are backed by Milwaukee Tool's lifetime guarantee. All other included hand tools and PACKOUT are covered by Milwaukee's limited lifetime warranty. So they have pretty much drawn the line in the sand, it seems. They're calling this the Master Mechanics hand tools set. So it looks like they're drawing that line in the sand, going after Snap-on. Some of you will like that. Some of you will not like that. Some of you will be loyal Snap-on users because of whether it be, and we've heard a whole list of reasons why people love Snap-on, from they warrant their tools, no questions asked. They like that those tools, most of them are made in the USA, according to you. You also like that there's financing available on the truck. There are a lot of reasons. Some of you like Snap-on, but you'll still use Milwaukee as an alternative for certain things. Some of you like Milwaukee. You're not going to use Snap-on. There is a scratch for every itch, so to speak. So with that being said, let's get on to the tools themselves, the SKUs, and the cost for each one. But before we do that, let us know down in the comment section below, what do you think of Milwaukee Tool's foray into mechanics tools? Do you use their impact wrenches? Do you use their drill drivers? Do you use their ratchet sets, open-end wrenches, their combination wrenches? What do you think of this for a mobile mechanics? Or do you find yourself wanting this maybe for a shop setting? We want to know. Leave it all below in the comment section. And while you're down there, you could join the notification squad by, if you're early to this video, type the word first, and if you are indeed first, you will be nominated for an illustrious title, and possibly you could win an award. Now, before we move on to all of the information, we want to say hello to a few more of you while you're here. Let's scroll back a second here. We got the train 382 says, "Yo Vince, happy Monday." We got B says, "My brother." What's up, cuz? How you doing? We got Josu Del Gato. He says, "What up, Vince? What's the cost for the new equipment?" We're going to tell you in 1 second. Nick Hatcher says, "Will they be offering just the inserts?" That is a great question. There are multiple ways to get the new system if you already have maybe PACKOUT drawers. Adrian says, "Those pliers..." Oh, it says, "Hey, at VCG Construction, need those Phillies to take a break in coming days. My D-backs are 2 games out of the wild card, even after this dreadful injury-riddled season." Adrian, I think that they have no breaks, only gas. I think they're still 1 game out after yesterday, although they would have clinched if they won yesterday. So we're going to see what happens. B says, "I used to work at Honda, and the Snap-on guy was an awesome fella, but their tools are always way overpriced. Milwaukee is overpriced as well. I can't imagine what they're charging for these sets." So we're going to find out right now. If you wanted to follow along on pricing, or you wanted to maybe place a pre-order for some of these tools, what you can do is there is a link in the description to get you over to all of the newest listings for Milwaukee Tool from Pipeline. So you can see here, if you use that link in the description, they've been categorized for different offerings. You could shop by category: power tools, outdoor power equipment. We got tool accessories, storage and workspace, PPE, bundles. They have apparel and workwear. We have the new Hot Shot. I think this is available for sale right now. You'll see there's everything that was announced at Pipeline in bucket one that's available for sale will be on this page. You can see some of the new master hand tool offerings are available for pre-order, and you now have the sneak peek into the cost for those items. Here's the deal. You can see it here. We're going to tell you everything that's in there, okay? And we're going to show you what you're getting before we give you the price. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to Chaka Gillis. He says, Ryobi tools are trash, proven by numerous recalls. We appreciate that $2 holla, my friend. And listen, this is the deal. This is where we don't always agree with what Chaka Gillis believes, right? We don't always agree with his feelings, with his, what he might believe. But we always agree with Chaka Gillis's right to share what he believes is the truth, his truth. Okay? So we appreciate that $2 holla. Super chats are never required, but they're always appreciated. We just wanted to say thank you. Now, do we think that all of Ryobi tools are trash? No. We think that there is a place for Ryobi tools. Homeowners, hardcore DIYers, maybe even pros will purchase Ryobi tools for outliers where they don't want to pay the full freight for a Milwaukee variant. Those are my feelings. I don't necessarily agree with Chaka Gillis. I will say though, Chaka Gillis, there is this video here you should click on to find out about some recalls from TTI, their Ryobi tools, as well as their rigid tools. You're going to want to watch that video because you could be in danger if you're unaware of what's going on and what tools are being recalled and how to get them repaired. Okay, so thank you for looking out, Chaka Gillis. I'll take two of each, says William Lewis. We got the mobile mechanic on stream. There he is. All right, so here's the deal. This is a 366-piece set of Master Mechanics tools. That's what Milwaukee's calling them. This is product number 4822-9495. 366-piece Master Mechanics hand tool set with PACKOUT drawers and Dolly. You can see here 242 pieces of 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive, metric and standard ratchet and socket set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. You have 60 pieces of metric and standard combination wrench set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. And then 64-piece hand tool set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. It's all included with a PACKOUT rolling dolly. You can see here, it says most versatile ultimate organization. Okay. You can see the dimensions of it, 16.3 inches deep by 48.6 inches tall, 22.2 inches wide. You're getting Milwaukee's calling them in standard and metric, the most versatile sockets, anti-roll, and wrench ready. Here's the deal. You could throw a wrench on this 4-flat socket. I really like that they don't roll away as easily as a standard round socket. I've never found an instance where it was easier to get a wrench on that socket as opposed to just putting the ratchet on it. So I guess there could be an instance. I've just never found an instance where it makes more sense to put the wrench on it compared to the ratchet. But, like I said, I'd rather be looking at it than looking for it. And when I say looking at it than looking for it, I'd rather be looking at a solution and not need it than need a solution and not have it. I mean, maybe you could weigh in and tell us sometime other than it rolling away when the 4 flat sides came in handy to throw a wrench on. Okay. You can see here, they're saying better access, longer life. Metric and standard. The combination wrenches, chrome-plated rust protection. They have the Max Bite open end grip. It's got an I-beam handle for comfort. The ratcheting box end has a 2.5 degree arc swing, 144 ratcheting positions, okay, ink-filled sizes for easy identification, and it's got that lifetime guarantee. Let me see here. PACKOUT. It's got now the boxes themselves. If you want to protect your investment, they have the locking security bar on it, steel ball bearing slides. It's modular connectivity with all PACKOUT components. It's impact resistant. It has metal reinforced corners, and the box itself has a 50-pound capacity. See, I would not disagree with you, Ryan E. But here's the thing. He's saying if you're space limited, the wrench technique can help. But can it really? Let's think about this. When would an open end or combination or even an adjustable wrench be more compact than the ratchet itself? Would it? Is it? I'm saying, I guess it could. Okay? It could. I've not had an instance where I've needed to use it in that manner or where I found that it would be more effective than the ratchet itself. Is it a solution looking for a problem? Potentially. Does that mean I don't like the 4 flats? No, I like the 4 flat socket as well. I don't find them any bigger. People were complained, oh, they're bigger. They're not any bigger than a standard round socket. But like I said earlier, I'd rather have the solution to a problem that I don't need than need a solution and not have it. So maybe it would work for certain instances. I'm just looking for an instance, a real world, for some of you to share it with me. All right. If we move on to the next, we have that. We've already gone through that. Mechanics hand tools, pliers set, picks and pry bar sets. Now, here's the deal. Extensions and adapters, steel ball peen, and dead blow hammers. Here's the thing. I guess that's in here. Hand tool set with PACKOUT. That the dead blow and the picks and all, I believe, are in that box there. Okay, where to buy? Well, you can use the YouTube shopping button. It's either, depending on what device you're on, whether you're watching on a tablet, computer, smart device, smartphone, your shopping button will be somewhere. It's the preferred way to make the purchase or make the pre-order or check pricing. You can do, that would be the fastest, easiest way for you. You'll be able to stay on this video, become more informed. Okay, so it's somewhere. You could use the YouTube shopping button to place your pre-order. Or you could go down to the link in the description and purchase it or make the pre-order there. Okay, we said we have the link in the description will land you on this page with everything that is for sale from Pipeline. You will see the entryway into PACKOUT used to be this 3-box system. This was the first way. You bought the rolling box, the large toolbox, and the briefcase size box at $319.97. Is that the entry point for everyone? No, it doesn't have to be at this point. If you're a mobile mechanic, maybe you move right into this offering. Now, we've gone over all 366 pieces. We talked about the boxes themselves, the rolling dolly. We've given you all the specifics for this. Here's the deal. This becomes available October 2025. If you place the pre-order, you're getting in line to have it shipped to you when it becomes. It says pre-order, delivery to your address, estimated ship time would be November 15th, 2025. So it's becoming available October 2025. I guess they want to make sure they set the right expectation. So if you were going to place the pre-order, expect that it's not getting to you till November 15th, okay? There's no quicker shipping. It says no air shipments. It will be freight. But the good part is, if you spend the $3,999.99 to get this all-inclusive 366-piece PACKOUT kit, you don't have to pay for shipping. It's coming free. It's coming free Free shipping. Let me see here. DSAC says, personally, I think the only way I could afford this is with my Home Depot credit card. LOL. Here's the deal. I don't believe these are available for a pre-order through Home Depot. I guess at some point they will become available. We could check. Let me see. Nobody has it yet. Nobody has this kit yet. It looks. Nobody has this kit. Now we'll check each and every entry point to show you who has it. We'll let you know the pricing as well. But this is available on YouTube Shopping. DSAC says it's not available. It's not available yet. But you can get your pre-order in here. Let's move on to the next entry point. So in that 366 piece Master Mechanics hand tool set with PACKOUT drawers and Dolly, if you wanted to shop it around for yourself or not use our links, I don't know why, you're not. If you use our YouTube shopping button or use our link in the description, you're not paying any extra. Okay, we get a small commission. It is an affiliate sale or affiliate link. Okay, we get help to bring this content to you. Okay, you get breaking news when it's available, right? You find out about it first because we're making the content for it, and you're paying the same low price. You're not paying any more for it. All right, so this kit's product number is 4822-9495. Scam likely. I want to know how many people have been seen a surge in scam likely calls to your phone. I want to know because everyone around here says the same thing. Like scam likely, people trying to scam you through the telephone and through the computer, emails. It's like on the rise. Let me see here. What's up, Uncle Fatty? How you doing? He says, much love, Cuzbo. Don't forget the PPEs. Yo, the PPEs, you can't never. Always safety first. John says, are you pre-ordering? Are you asking if I'm pre-ordering? I will tell you that as a mobile mechanic, I don't make a living that way. So there's no, I have my sockets. I have my PACKOUT. I don't need my sockets in PACKOUT. Any wrenching that I do, okay, is on my own personal equipment. So I'm not needing to transport this anywhere, okay? So will I be spending $4,000 on this? I will not. Does that mean that you shouldn't either? I don't know. That would all be determined on how you make a living. If you're transporting your mechanics tools, okay, and you need a space for everything and everything in its space when you're trying to straighten up, okay, that's all dependent upon your determination of return on investment. Okay, you have to determine if it makes sense to you. Now, do I think this makes sense? Like I said, it could. If I was making a living, I didn't want to organize these things myself, it could. It could. But it's the same. The answer I'm giving you would be the same answer as if somebody asked me, do I own Snap-on tools? And I've always answered, I do not own Snap-on tools in any mass amounts. I might have a random thing here and there, and it's not because I don't believe Snap-on is worth it. The answer is I don't make a living by using those Snap-on tools, so I can't justify the purchase to buying them now. And I don't get enough joy from owning those tools, right? There are lots of, there's first reason cool, and then there's second reason cool. Like, first reason cool is because it gets the job done. Second reason cool is just, it's cool. You just want it. You know what I mean? You love that stuff. First purpose, second purpose, cool. Like, and there are worse things to spend your money on, right? There are definitely worse things to spend your money on. But I, number one, don't earn a living with those Snap-on tools or even these Milwaukee tools. I only work on my own vehicles. Number two, I don't find it cool enough. I just don't care. It literally does not matter to me enough for me to spend that money on this. But maybe you do. Just being real. All right. Let's move on. It's $4,000. Yes. Let me see here. iPhone, mute them. Phone doesn't even ring. I don't even know what the heck that means. Oh, iPhone, mute them. Listen, here's the thing. Here's a question for you, John. I will mute it, right? But here's the thing. For those of you that get those spam phone calls, right? Do you find that they multiply if you block them? Like, is it letting the spammers know that they have an active phone that would be answered by someone? So do you just let it go, or do you actually block them? And when you block them, do the number of spam calls multiply, or do you find you're getting them less? I want to know. Please help me. I want to know what to do. CFQ says $4,000. It is for this one. Train says, yes, AI has been contributing to the scam mania. It's terrible. Uncle Fatty says, whole lot of PACKOUT boxes on the marketplace and Craigslist. I know that much. And Eric G's like, dang. Literally, dang. Husky Cobalt and 9/16. A 9/16 is a 9/16 no matter what name it has on it. And I think that can be somewhat true. I do not disagree, Uncle Fatty, Uncle Daddy. Here's the thing. I think that warranty and swing, arc swing, compactness, specialty tools, availability, a lot of people say financing, those all play a factor into it, okay? I need something that's moderately good. I don't want to use trash, right? I don't want to use junk, but I don't need Snap-on. No increase, says John. We appreciate that. Thank you. So, John, my wife's phone's the same way as yours, where if it's not in her contact list, it will not ring her phone. Here's the deal. I can't do that because I'm a small business owner, and my phone, tons of people have my phone number, and I need to be available for those people. So not everyone is in my contacts list. I wish. I can't, though. All right, let's move on to the next offering. This is Milwaukee's 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive, metric and standard ratchet and socket set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. This is 242 pieces. So I will assume that all 4 of those drawers are filled with sockets and such, right? So you can see here, you got 46 pieces of 1/4-inch drive, 6-point standard and deep well sockets. You have 54 3/8 drive, 6-point standard and deep well sockets. You have 1/2-inch drive, 6-point standard and deep well sockets, 44 pieces of that. 3/8-inch drive impact sockets, 27 pieces. You have 1/4 and 3/8 drive bit sockets. So those would be specialty bits, but they are 1/4 and 3/8 drive. 48 pieces of that. Then 15 pieces of 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive accessories like extensions. It looks like swivels, adapters. You have 4. It says 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive ratchets and 1/2-inch breaker bar. So it's coming with a breaker bar. Pretty cool. And then 4 hooks and picks. And then 4 PACKOUT compatible bare trays. Okay. So this is the set. It comes with the 4 trays. And in this configuration at $1599.99, they're giving you, it comes with the box as well. Okay. You could see the dimensions of it. You could see the 4 flat sides. 5 more pictures. Woo. Look, mobile. He's mobile. You can see the 4-degree arc swing, 92 design, flush directional lever, stubby handle, chrome plated. Now, here's the deal. I've said that these are great for mobile mechanics, but maybe they would work as well in a shop setting. Maybe you don't need that big steel shop box anymore. I don't know. Maybe you just go PACKOUT. Maybe you have a wall of PACKOUT instead of having a giant Snap-on or even Milwaukee box or an Icon box or something like that. I don't know. Dr. Doc DRM says, with AT&T, copy the text and paste it into text at 772-6 spam. They'll reply and ask for the sender's number. Copy and paste the number. Thank you, Dr. Doc DRM. We appreciate that. Always looking for solutions. All right, here's the next up offering. This is product number 48-229492. This is Milwaukee's metric and standard combination wrench set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox, 60 pieces. So you're going to have your combination wrenches. You can see here, you're getting 15 metric combination wrenches. You're getting 15 standard. Then you're getting 15 metric with ratcheting box end. And then standard with ratcheting box end. I got to be honest with you. I guess if you needed more torque on the box end, you didn't want to risk breaking the ratcheting box end, you would use a ratchetless. What's up there, Cole Boucher? How you doing? Let's see. I got to be honest. Me personally, I don't know. I like ratcheting box end. Give me, and listen, I'm no mechanic, okay? I could only imagine that the reason you would want to have a ratchetless box end is if you were going to throw a tremendous amount of torque on that end of the wrench, and you were afraid that you would break the ratchet mechanism. Am I correct with that? Or is there no good reason to have both sets of wrenches in this kit? I want to know. You can see this kit with its 60 wrenches, you're at 1,100, you're at $1,200. We're going to call you're 1 cent off you're 1 cent off $1,200, okay? Let's move on. What's up, Lucky? How you doing? He says, Cletus, I got to be honest with you. It's not even like I believe from the looks of Blocky's picture that's how he would sound. But when he says Cletus, that's just what I hear. Cletus. I hear the crumps. Or is it the crumps? I think it's the crumps. Clumps. It's the clumps. It's the clumps, not the crumps. O-Dub, I'll just wait to get the foam inserts and piece it together. It's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? Listen, here's the deal. If you have the time, or you don't want to waste the money, you want to do it yourself. I mean, this is a perfect DIY project. Get your own Kaizen foam, make your own inserts. You don't even have to buy their inserts if you didn't want, or when they become available, buy them up. You know what I mean? Nobody, it is what it is. Cole says, we'll be getting the Gen 2 backpack vacuum. I would like to get it. The Gen 1 was great for floor prep. I think that Gen 2 would be even better. PACKOUT equals for packing out and about. Harbor Freight has the same $1,600 set for like $199. Dang. I will be honest. I needed a quarter-inch ratchet set recently, and I wanted extensions and swivels. I wanted it all to match. I went and got Icon. Now, with that being said, the ratchet that came with the Icon ratchet set, it was gritty. It was a little gritty. Matter of fact, it was so gritty at first that I couldn't get it to change out of clockwise, counterclockwise. Couldn't get it to change. I had to really force on it. And then once I finally got it to work, I was just like, all right, I'm not going to exchange it. But it was not the best ratchets that I ever bought. And it wasn't cheap. The Icon was not inexpensive, but I feel like that's one thing that Harbor Freight does well. I do like their sockets and ratchets. I do. So I went and got, and it's all there. Like, I don't have to wait for it. You know what I mean? I don't have to wait for it. I just went right to Harbor Freight and picked it up. It just is what it is. But it was gritty as all get out, and I just didn't return it. Maybe I should. Gritty. Eric J says, completely off topic. But I just picked up the M18 Gen 2 Brad Nailer last night. Absolute game changer, finishing my basement. Listen, here's the deal. Having the right tools definitely makes work easier, and DI for people that are not pros, you're doing it like you're doing it on your own house. You're saving money anyway, and you invest in the tools to make it easier for yourself. I mean, it makes a big difference. Let's move on to the next offering. This is the Milwaukee hand tool set with PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. This one, let's go through this. Okay, you can see. Let me see. Maybe you can't see. This one has 64 total pieces in it. It's got 15 screwdrivers, 14 types of pliers, 6 picks and pry bars, 2 adjustable wrenches, 22 L-style hex keys, 2 dead blow hammers, 1 utility knife, 2, so pretty much it says 2 tape measure, pen. So pretty much you get an ink saw and a tape measure, and then trays for PACKOUT drawers, and then a PACKOUT 4-drawer toolbox. That's at $1,149.99 for pre-order. That one's product number 4822-9493. Now, assume that when you add all these together, right, do they come to the same total as if you buy them all together? I don't know. I'd have to add it up. Here's the deal. If you wanted to save a little coin, what's this? Ooh, look at this. We got where was that at? Oh, I guess they're calling that like under pliers. So if you look, they have lock ring. What are they called? C-clip, O-clip, ring clip, pliers in here. I'll have to check them out, to be honest with you. Now, here's the deal. Let's just say you didn't want to buy, you wanted to just organize this in your steel storage, or you already had a 4-drawer box. I guess you can buy the kits. You can buy the kits already organized in the trays with foam. You can see this is $1,499.99. This is the 242-piece set. Let's see here. So 242 pieces. That's this kit without the PACKOUT box. The PACKOUT box, with the PACKOUT box, $1599.99. Here it's $1499.99. So you're only paying $100 for the 4-drawer toolbox is what I'm seeing, okay? So maybe it doesn't make sense to buy it in this manner. But you can see you're getting your 242-piece breakdown is you're getting 1/4-inch drive, 6-point standard, and deep well sockets. You're getting 46 of them. 3/8, you're getting 54 pieces of that. 1/2-inch, you're getting 44 pieces of that. You're getting 27 3/8-inch drive impact sockets, 48 pieces of 1/4 and 3/8 drive bit sockets. So specialty bits on 1/4-inch or 3/8 drive, okay? You're getting 15 pieces of 1/4-inch, 3/8, and 1/2-inch drive accessories. You're getting 4 hooks and picks. You're getting you're getting a 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2-inch ratchet, and you're getting a 1/2-inch breaker bar. And then you're getting 4 compatible bare trays to organize your socket set in. It's at $1499.99, so it's $100 off. I want to know down in the comments section, does it even make sense to buy this without the box? I mean, wouldn't it make more sense to buy the kit with the box resell the 4-drawer box to make back some of your investment, as opposed to just saving $100. The retail, what's the retail in the 4-drawer box? You can see the combination wrench sets. This is the standard 15-piece. This is $200. I feel like this, I don't know. Does this make more sense? $200? Let's look. Is there any way? Hold on. Let's see here. This is 60 pieces. So 60 pieces. So it's 50. So it's 4 sets, right? So let's do the math here while I have you. So it's $11.99.99 divided by 4 sets. You're at $299.99 per set, if you think about it that way. So this actually might be one of those instances. Oh, what the heck? So the standard 15-piece set standard is at $199.99. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. This is 15-piece. Oh, these are the ratcheting. That's the reason why. Okay, this makes more sense now. So these are standard without a ratcheting box end. Is at $199.99 in the pack-out tray that's organized with the foam. If you wanted the metric with ratcheting box end, it's $319.99 for 15 pieces. Here is the standard with ratcheting box end, $319.99. And then here, what the heck? Maybe not. Maybe I'm missing one. Let's look here. 15 green offset. This is metric with ratcheting box end. Here's standard with ratcheting box end. Do I not have a SKU with ratcheting box end? Oh, I'm sorry, a standard? There is a standard metric. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So here it is. This is the metric. Let me see. Did I not? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, it should be on this video. This is the metric combination wrench is at $199.99. So I guess if you added all them up, where is it at? Let's put it over here. So if you did $199, $199.99 plus $199.99 plus $319.99 plus $319.99. You're at a 1,000, right? This is $319.99, right? So you're at 1,000. Where's it at? Okay, let's go back. Let's find it. So this is the 60-piece set. So this would have the contents of all 60 of those wrenches that we just showed you and their prices, $199.99, $319.99, right? Depending on whether it's a standard box end or a ratcheting box end. If you were to buy all 4 of those kits separately, you'd be at $1,039.96. You would not have the 4-drawer pack-out box. So if we minus $11.99.99, so that one, right? You'd be saving $160.03, right? $160.03 for 4-drawer pack out. You know, 4-drawer PACKOUT's $199. So you'd be saving $160. And the cost for 4-drawer PACKOUT's $199. I don't know. I don't know. What does Uncle Fatty say? Uncle Fatty says $100 off. Like they're not already marked up 1,000 times. I could never justify high-end sockets and wrenches. Then again, I got a whole milk crate full of miscellaneous sockets. I have an old snap ring pliers. Thanks, Uncle Fatty. I appreciate that. I have an old toolbox of made in the USA Craftsman sockets and ratchets. Bought at Sears back in the day. It pretty much sits in my basement at home. I know I should bring them here, I suppose. It's one of those things, like I keep them just in case at the house. Because if I'm going to work on vehicles, it's going to be here. All right. They have the Milwaukee screwdriver and pry bar set with tray for PACKOUT drawers, 17 pieces. That one's at $199.99. You're looking at an 8-inch pry bar, 12-inch pry bar, demolition driver, 6-piece screwdriver kit, 4-in-1 precision multi-bit screwdriver, 6 pieces of Torx precision screwdriver, 14-in-1 ratcheting multi-bit screwdriver, PACKOUT compatible bear tray. You're at $199.99. I gotta be honest with you. Like this is a cool little kit. Like I like this kit. I like that they have the 4-in-1 precision. I like that they have the Torx precision screwdriver. Here's the thing. I wouldn't have minded maybe, like I don't need Torx precision per se. Like maybe a full-size Torx in here would be great. All right. Here's the Milwaukee plier and pick set. Foam tray for PACKOUT drawers, 10 pieces. This is at $249.99. You're looking at a 6-in-1 fastback, multi-purpose wire stripper with crimper, a 6-inch comfort grip long nose pliers, needle nose. We have diagonals, 8-inch diagonal cutters. We have long reach pliers, straight, high leverage linesman's pliers, 4-piece hose pick set, and the PACKOUT compatible tray. It's at $249.99. Jeez. That's whoo. I think of all the kits that I've seen so far, this is the one I probably have the most. I have the most, like, the biggest problem with. Like even the long nose pliers. Are these the? I don't believe they're made in the USA tools either. To be honest with you. I don't believe that they are. Like it's in the PACKOUT tray. You have the foam, but you got a fastback. You got their strippers. I don't know. Like this one, like even if 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 25. And then the pick set, 50. It would be $175, right? If you added them up, they're $175, right? For those 10 pieces. Like, and then what you're charging like $75 for that compatible bare tray? That's a little bit of an ask, in my opinion, on this one. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like you get more bang for your buck here with the dead blow hammers. This is 28 pieces. This is Milwaukee hex key and hammer set with tray for PACKOUT drawers, 28 pieces. Okay. You're getting those L-style hex keys, standard. You're getting L-style. There's 13 of those. Then you're getting 9 pieces of metric. You're getting the 24-ounce ball peen. You got a tape measure, 16-foot tape measure. You have the dead blow hammer, 28 ounce. You're getting 1 ink saw. You're getting snap ring pliers, a large, snap ring pliers, a small, and then you're getting the PACKOUT compatible tray. I don't know. Like, I feel like you got more value with this 20-piece set as opposed to this 10-piece set by a large margin. But that's my opinion. Don't mean it's right, although most of the times it is. And then finally, I don't know if you saw this announced at PACKOUT. Still available for pre-order. This is the Milwaukee wire nut twister. A lot of people were thinking these were gimmicks. And no self-respecting electrician would use this. I don't know. People have been going nuts over it. Uncle Fatty says, do they display the total weight of the whole system? That's going to be a heavy box. Let me see. Let's give you for instance. Let me see if they give you the whole system. Number one, it's got to be heavy. That's why they're doing, this is truck freight delivery. Package depth. Assembled weight, 174.2 pounds. 174.2 pounds on that one, just so you know. And no one's half the battle. Vegan cookies, good. Wow. Wants to know, but how many Fig Newtons fit in the top rack? I don't know. I think that they're all very shallow drawers. They're not very tall. So you're only going to be able to stack like maybe 2 Fig Newtons high in each drawer. Maybe 3 at the most. But we want to know, what do you think about Milwaukee Tool's latest foray into automotive tools and organization? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. Hope to see you all on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks.